That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
Good morning, everybody. It's your boy Dave Mo Flips. Man, I'm going through it with this house, but I'll make this short video on the way to work because I got the time. Be on the road anyway. So, the title, right? Selling cars in Florida is dead. What do I mean by that? You got a few different types of car dealers down here in Florida. You got the guys that can put cars back together, like the rebuild title guys, right? You got guys like myself that will basically just sell anything. We'll put a car together, we'll buy one front line ready, whatever. You got guys that love going to the auction, the traditional auction, like a legitimate auction, doing their thing all day long, looking at cars. I've done it, I can do it, and I'm going to be forced to do it. And then you got these guys, and this is who the game is dead for, right? You got the guys that can only go to certain places, like, and you've heard me say this before, Ferman, where you can take the cars out and drive them around and take your time with it. It's kind of like buying from a private person at Ferman. Well, recently down here, Ferman decided that they're going to take all their cars to Manheim. That's great. Listen to me, that's great, but now it's just a Manheim car, which means you don't have that luxury of taking them around, driving them around, doing your thing with them. Manheim is a closed lot. You got to be able to test drive your cars and know your shit in a parking lot. You know what I mean? Like it used to be where you could take them on the road and actually drive them for a half hour, 20 minutes, whatever you wanted. So a lot of car dealers that didn't really know shit about cars, they were able to go to Ferman and make a decent amount of money because you didn't really have to know shit. You can overpay for a car, take it off their lot, sell it real quick, and do that because you didn't have to know, does it need an AC? AC is easy. You don't have to know what the sounds were. You just knew, all right, I'm not going to fuck with it. Or you didn't have to know, like, this car is a shift, right? Like, you could pick and choose. Then, Carmax fucking went to simulcast, or whatever they call it, velocast, whatever they call it, simulcast, whatever the fuck they're using. Basically, it allows everyone all over the country to bid now. Carmax announces all the issues with their cars, right? So again, that same person who likes Ferman could go to Carmax and not worry about anything. They can go to Carmax and, you didn't tell me that it needed this, that, or the next thing, I'm going to return it. Okay, but now you got all these northerners who now have access to Carmax because they went live. Now they're buying cars that are announced. They know what's wrong with them. And if it's worth getting it shipped up with no rust, then perfect, let's do that. So the prices at Carmax have skyrocketed. I never really liked Carmax myself to begin with. And then you have ACV. You guys know I love ACV. ACV, because Carmax and Ferman is out, at least in my area, all right? I have seen a significant increase in the amount an increase in the cost of buying a vehicle through ACV recently. It's gone through the roof because you have a lot of car dealers that don't know much about cars, right? They don't know how to inspect a car. They couldn't tell you what was wrong with the car, if it had a motor knock or a lifter tab. And that's the truth of the matter. So they need to rely on places like Ferman, Carmax, and ACV that do the work for them. So that's why I think, personally, you're either going to see a lot more car dealers getting reps down here in Florida, or you're just going to see them going out of business because they're going to start to see, this is crazy. I bought a car, it's got a blown motor. I bought a car, it's got a bad transmission. All these things they're not used to dealing with mechanics. They're just not used to it. I could be wrong, but you tell me. If you don't know how to inspect a vehicle and you've relied on these other auction houses to do it for you and announce things for you, how can you do it? You know, you're gonna have to go back to your traditional auction. And in Florida, it'll be like 100 degrees in the summertime at these auctions, if not hotter. These cars are closed like this, and it's hot. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. I don't see a lot of these guys getting from behind their desk to go out there and you know, do the work. So they're gonna have one or two options: one, close down their shop, or two, get more guys like me who, you know, use their license and stuff like that. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not worried about it, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about it. The game has changed quite a few times since I've been in it, and this is just another change. You know, do I think the cars at IAAI or Copart or TRA auctions, which is Manheim Total Resource Auction, they sell all their in-op vehicles, do I think they're going to go up? I do think they're going to go up to a certain degree. A lot of these dealers, they're not going to want to deal with that headache either. But guys like myself that used to make a little bit of change from ACV and stuff like that, I'll get pushed into buying more cars at IAAI and Copart and TRA that need motor work and stuff like that. So I'll bid a little bit higher, make a little bit of money, less profit than the guy that was doing it before me. But yeah, so in Florida, if you don't know how to inspect the car, if you don't know how to go to the auction and actually look a car over and do your thing, yeah, the car game's dead for you. You know, you're gonna have to think of another way to maneuver. You know, that's just what it comes down to. I don't necessarily care. I never really liked Ferman to begin with. I hate the silent auction, wait all day to see if you got the bid or not, if you were the highest bidder. And I really never liked Carmax because I always thought Carmax was filled with a bunch of jerk-offs who don't really know shit about cars. That's a broad statement. You know, some of those guys really did, but for the most part, from what I seen going there, not really. You know, but that's how it goes. So, anyways, guys, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for everything. Have a good day.
That's my best friend.